Hi, my name is Mr. Cody Blair, and today I'm going to be working on a JDM-STI motor. This is from a Forester, or more specifically an SG9. It was never released in here, in America. We didn't get this motor. You can tell just by some of the Japanese on some of the valve covers. Anyways, this is to be going in my 2006 Forester XT. So basically, it's going to make it a Forester STI at this point because there's differences in between either motors. So I got this from California. It has about 20,000 miles on it. So I'm going to start off with removing the rear main seal and also the panel here for the access for all the internals. You have two of them. I'm not worrying about this one. I'm just going to take this off, take off the RTB, and then put new gray or black silicone on this. Remove this rear main seal. So start on that. Take it out. I'm going to use a screw and a drill. There we go. Now I'm going to get the new rear main seal, and I'm going to get some grease. Grab the new one. I'll put some grease around the sides here. This is just electro grease. It should work fine. Make sure you don't push it in too far. Next, I'm going to grab this little bowl here and hit it in. If that doesn't work, I have this 2x4. A little bit more over here. You can sort of just feel how flush it is. Seems to be nice and flush all the way around. Yeah, seems good. And now I'm getting ready to pull this off, this rear backing plate. So I got 6 screws here. And then I should pop off with a little bit of strength. Look into what the access panel is going to look like. I'm going to clean all this area off. And then I'm going to re-RTV it and then put it back in. This is, as you see, sort of crusty, a little old. So make sure that I'm getting all this replaced before I put the engine back in. Now I think we're probably ready to install here. So since this is like just RTV, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up just a tad bit better, and then I'm going to evenly spray, put RTV all around the area and get it back on. I'm going to tighten it down just a tad bit with just by hand, and then I'm going to, after I put the RTV, tighten it down a little bit, and then I'll come back an hour later and I'll do the final tighten. So now it's ready to go back on. So since I saw gray RTV on this, and then like you see some of the housings here have black RTV, I'm just going to keep the same tradition up and make sure I'm just using gray. I put all of this RTV on there. Nice little layer all the way around. As you can see, so I'm just gonna put it on. Gonna put the screws in, tighten it down. I'm gonna just do it by hand real lightly, and then come back in an hour and come back in an hour and make sure that tighten it all the way back up. So I'm like barely just screwing these in till they contact and then just sort of stopping. I don't want to squish it down. And you also don't want to put too much of this RTV on. It'll squeeze out and it'll end up in your motor, and then it'll end up in passageways, and not good for anybody. So now I come back in an hour. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do with these this access panel in the back is I'm just going to wrap them down real fast. Not too long, just this little one. Just a little bit. And that's it. Done with that. And next, I'm going to go on to taking the intake off. I got many other mods, fuel rail mods, all other stuff. So if you want to keep watching, keep following.